Remember to subscribe to the channel.
It's a Chelsea thing.
International break is almost over, people. Be ready, be happy, because this weekend the Premier League is back and Chelsea are gonna start very early. If you are in the eastern part of the US, it's gonna be 7:30 in the morning. If you are in the Pacific time, it might be 3:30 or 4:30 in the morning. So put your alarm clock on, because we are going to do some damage. Nottingham Forest, but we have time to talk about it. Smash the like button if you want to help the channel, my friend. Only 1 second, and then we go. We have a lot of stuff to talk about in this video, so let's cut the BS and get straight to the main point. Let me start by saying congratulations to Bafana, South Africa, Ghana, I think Algeria, Morocco. I don't know, Morocco? I don't know yet. But all the African countries that already qualified for the World Cup next year in America. It's always good to see African countries, and I have a very good memories when I used to live in South Africa, Cape Town, and Bafana is you know, my team. Let's call it that way. And also Nigeria got a chance now to play for the playoffs. They're gonna play Ghana, I think DRC and Cameroon, 4 countries that need to go through the playoffs. You know, 4 African countries that need to go through. So at least Nigeria got a chance now to correct their mistakes, because a big country like Nigeria, come on, man, not qualifying for a tournament like this is going to be a disaster. It's not done yet. The playoffs, everything can happen. The next round, they're gonna have to play against Aubameyang and Gabon. Well, at least they have a chance. Otherwise, it was going to be a disaster, frustration. And for me, if Nigeria don't qualify for the World Cup next season or next year, I think all the superstars need to stay where they are. Okay, leave them in Europe. Use the local boys, because the local boys know the value of the country. They want to play for the country. They will give everything on that pitch. And for the superstar, you know, it need to be certain conditions. They complain about the pitch. They complain about everything. So just give the local boys a chance to play instead of those big stars. But at least they are there. So let's see what's going to happen. And now let's jump very quickly to some Chelsea news. This one just came out like 5 minutes ago. Chelsea are prepared to offer Yildiz 10 million a year contract. Talks between the player and Juventus are stalling. So remember that Chelsea really tried to get this brother last summer, and even before that, Chelsea been after him for a little while. Unfortunately, he wanted to stay and grow at Juventus, and they were negotiating a new contract with Juventus, right? And now they said the contract is stalling. What I think about this is the negotiation tactics. The next thing you know is him holding the shirt and saying how much he always loves the club and he never wanted to leave. You know, all the agents use it. They use Fabrizio Romano. They use newspaper. They spread some fake news out there to put some pressure on Juventus and say, hey, Chelsea are offering me 10 million. You are offering me 4 million. Let's meet in the middle. Give me some good money. So it could be just a fake news just to try to get him a huge contract at Juventus. But I don't see it happening right now. Maybe in the future, because if he signs this kind of contract, I think he might have a gentleman agreement, or he might be having a release clause for him to leave in a couple years or in 1 year from now. We don't know, but I don't see this happening. This is negotiation tactics, and mark my word, save this video before you jump and start attacking me. I'm just giving my opinion. Save it. I'm sure in the next coming days, coming weeks, or coming month, you will see Yildiz holding the shirt, Juventus shirt, confirming a new contract and saying, don't listen to everything you hear. I never wanted to leave Juventus. That's how it works in this world. Let's move on. Chelsea are playing in the Champions League tonight, the women. So good luck to them. They are playing against my local team, by the way. For people who don't know, I'm from Paris, and PFC, Paris FC. I don't support PSG. I support PFC, okay? PFC is like the oldest and the coolest club in Paris, the biggest in Paris, but PSG, they got money and all that, so people just remember PSG. My cousin actually used to play back in the day, long time ago, for PFC, so I kind of have a very soft spot when it comes to PFC. But tonight, it's going to be the Blues, all right? Today, or tonight, it's going to be the Blues. There is no even discussion about it. Go, you girls, get 3 points. Anyways, let's now move to this news here. It just won't go away. Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace. Amazing midfielder. Everything you want to say about him, absolutely amazing. All right? Now, he been linked with Chelsea for the last like 3 transfer windows, and now it continues. People linking him with Chelsea Football Club. Team Talk now reporting that Chelsea continue, they intensified. I can't even speak. Lord, 5 o'clock in the morning. They are serious competition. Manchester United want him, and Crystal Palace are going to ask about 70 million for you to sign this 21 years old. Listen, this is another transfer news that makes no sense in my humble opinion. How many midfielders we have? Of course, people are going to attack me in comment section and say, oh, this is exactly what Chelsea need. You don't understand football, your ball knowledge, blah, blah, blah. Think about it, my friend. No matter how good you are, Chelsea are not going just to sign you just because you are Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Yamal. I mean, it looks good on paper, but logically, how many midfielders Chelsea have? If we don't sell Enzo Fernandez, we have Moises Caicedo, we have who else? So many of them, all right? Lavia. You go to the academy, you find Raksaki. Technically, let's say Cole Palmer is an attacking midfielder. We have so many of them who can play from that position. I mean, if you go on loan, you're going to find many of them. I think this one is just also another paper talk. I don't see Chelsea spending 70 million on buying somebody in the position that they really don't need anybody. Chelsea need a proper defender. They don't buy a defender and they're going to go for another midfielder, and they have more than 10 midfielders already. Listen, all I can tell you is this guy is absolutely a baller, right? You know the reason why he's absolutely a baller? Because he's been given a chance to play football week in and week out since the age of like 18. Every single week, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes against Liverpool, against Chelsea, against Manchester City, United, against those big names. And he made a lot of mistakes and learning from those mistakes and maturing very, very quickly. Okay, and that's why he's in the level that he is at today. The same with Dean Huijsen. Remember that 18 years old who moved to Real Madrid? The reason why those young players are at that level because they play week in, week out, making mistakes, learning. Chelsea fans think that everything from another country or another academy is better than what we got. The difference between him and the midfielders that we have in the academy or we have in the team is the development process. Our players, our academy product don't have enough playing time against big boys to grow. You're not going to grow playing against Astana. You're not going to grow playing against a team from League 1, League 2, no league. No, you grow when you play against Salah, when you play against Mateta. Look at Josh Archampong. He's growing now because he put Salah in his pocket, Mateta in his pocket, all the big names in his pocket. Of course, he's going to get undone. Like Semenyo is going to dominate him, or some other players are going to really, really destroy him. But that is part of the process. So this is another news that I don't see happening, but it's good to talk about it. And people are going to preach you how he's the missing piece. He's exactly what Chelsea wanted, and Chelsea need to break the bank to bring him. Before you say that, think about what position he's going to be playing, who's going to be on the bench with the players that we have. Facundo, we have even Garnacho who can play as an attacking midfielder, and all the players that we have. And why would you spend 70 million instead of probably spending 70 million on a Van Dijk, on a John Terry, on a position that you really, really need somebody? It makes no sense to me, but it makes sense on social media because we are looking for content, and we're going to make all kind of theories, and that's what social media is all about, right? Anyways, my people, let's move on very quickly. Juventus appreciate Enzo Maresca. And in the future, apparently, they will consider to hire Chelsea manager. Listen, this is a possibility. Italians, they want to sometimes go back home and play. And this guy might go and, go close to his fisherman dad, because his dad is a fisherman. That is not an insult. That's what he said in a press conference. But I don't think it's going to happen now. It could happen in the future if the relationship is not good anymore between Maresca and Chelsea. He can go to Juventus. But right now, I don't think he's going to make the same mistake Maurizio Sarri made, leaving Chelsea after winning Europa League, and he went to Juventus and he regret. He said Chelsea wanted to keep him, but he decided to go back home. And he regret leaving Chelsea. Okay? So right now, I don't think Maresca is going somewhere. But in the future, maybe 2 years or 3 years from now, I can see him managing in Italy. But not now. All right. Moises Caicedo is expected to be rewarded with a lot of money. Adjustment on his current contract. And they're gonna trigger some performance-related bonuses, well deserved. If Raheem Sterling is on 350k a week for sitting at home, eating, ice cream, getting big belly, drinking and enjoying 350k every single week, and somebody who is giving everything on that pitch, winning games, winning trophies for Chelsea, like Caicedo, I think he deserve more money. I'm not saying that he deserves 350 because we can't give those kind of contract to anybody right now. But Moises Caicedo, if you give him 200k a week, I'm not gonna be opposed to that. I will be happy for him. How much money do you think Moises Caicedo deserve at Chelsea? Let me know in the comment section down below. Another news that won't go away is keep going and going and going. Antoine Semenyo, that brother from Ghana. Congratulations to Ghana, by the way, because they also qualified for the World Cup next year in America. Antoine Semenyo new Bournemouth contract contain a release clause. Alex Crook didn't really tell us how much the release clause is. I said it immediately when I saw the contract last summer. Oh, he signed a new contract. I was saying, yeah, he signed a new contract with improved money, but I'm sure that there is a release clause because somebody of his quality, he would like to play the Champions League. He would like to play in a bigger team. And I think him and his agent are not stupid to just sign a contract without any kind of negotiations to leave the club when a big club come calling. So I was right saying that month ago when he signed that new contract at Bournemouth. And many people have been speculating on social media about Chelsea need to take that opportunity and pay the release clause and get Semenyo at Chelsea Football Club. I think the release clause is going to be between 60 to 70 million. He's the guy that Chelsea should have gone instead of Gittens. Gittens is going to be a good player in the future, but he's still very raw. He's still making a lot of mistakes. It might take 3 years before he even get to the Madueke level. And this is the reason why I wanted to keep Madueke, but you know social media, it's always narrative, a copy-paste bandwagon. But let's wait and see. If Chelsea managed to get rid of few players, maybe. But remember, Kenda is coming. And Steve Willian can play in that position. We have so many players now, like Garnacho. And so, it doesn't really make sense if Chelsea are going to spend money for another winger / whatever position he's going to play. I don't see it happening, but this is just opening the discussion for you to let me know if you think Chelsea should pay the release clause, get the 25 years old Ghana international absolutely baller, and what position is his best position? Who's going to sit on the bench? Because you buy somebody like Semenyo, he goes straight to the first team. Who's going to be on the bench? Let's just have very civilized conversation. You know, we're just having fun.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe
If you really like the video, make sure you subscribe
and turn on your notification.
and turn on your notification.
For more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.
What are you waiting for? Subscribe now. Perfect.